You are tuned in to On Air with Chris Shanafelt.
Welcome back On Air with Chris Shanafelt, and it's a pleasure to welcome onto the show now former Western Illinois Leathernecks linebacker Quentin Moon. And this past weekend, Quentin tried out for the Chicago Bears as he participated in the team's rookie minicamp at Hallis Hall. And Quentin joins the show now to talk about that experience, what's next for him, and more. Quentin, really appreciate you taking some time to chat. How's it going, man?
I'm doing really well. I appreciate the opportunity to talk to you.
Absolutely. Really appreciate you. I mean, it's been a really busy, let's say, week and a half, 2 weeks, not to mention the 4 or 5 months you spent preparing for the NFL draft. I just want to kick things off by asking you, what did draft weekend consist of for you, especially day 3, knowing that was probably going to be more so your range, anywhere between rounds 4 through 7, maybe the undrafted free agent period. Were you watching the draft, Quentin? Did you try keeping your mind off of it? What did that weekend, especially day 3, that Saturday afternoon, consist of for you?
Yeah, it's funny you asked that. Day 3, I really try to keep my mind clear of it. I ain't trying to stay distracted the whole time. I actually went to out to Center Grove and ran a little mini marathon with my girlfriend side of her dad's family. And I didn't actually run. I just walked with her little sisters and did a little marathon with them. And then we went out to this shopping outlet, Edinburgh, and I did a little bit of shopping to clear my mind, and I also found a couple outfits and shoes and stuff like that. So I really just try to keep my mind clear and distracted a little bit.
No doubt, and you know, you capped off your senior year there at Western Illinois, nearly 110 total tackles, 8.5 tackles for loss, 5 forced fumbles, 2.5 sacks. So, you know, you really capped off your Western Illinois Leatherneck career with a bang, and that ultimately led you to, you did end up going undrafted, but soon after the draft, you find out that the Bears invite you to their rookie mini camp. Obviously, Quentin, everybody dreams of getting that phone call, getting drafted, or signing a contract as a priority free agent, but that doesn't happen to every player, and for you, Quentin, your opportunity came by way of an NFL tryout, and I'm sure you weren't, I'm sure you're not just satisfied with that, but was it a relief at all knowing that you would be able to put the helmet and pads back on it and give the NFL a shot? Because not every prospect that goes through this long, grueling draft process even makes it that far. So you know, exactly what was your initial reaction to finding out that the Bears were interested in working you out at all? And again, was it a relief at all knowing that you would get that shot?
Yeah, I was very excited once I got the call from the Bears. I was just happy to see all the hard work pay off. I did a lot of my training, my combine training down in Nashville, Tennessee at Boost Sports Performance. And so, I mean, I was glad to see all my hard work and dedication starting to pay off a little bit and starting to see a little bit of the rewards of it. Like you said, I'm definitely not satisfied with where I'm at right now, and I'm excited for more opportunities to come and my next step and for the next minicamp I'm going to be attending.
And you get to Hallis Hall last Thursday, if I'm not mistaken, and that first day was spent, you know, getting all the rookies in the building. The Bears actually set up a big team dinner as well, where they brought in some former players such as Charles Peanut Tillman and Alex Brown. What was arriving day like, and who were some of the former Bears that you were able to chat with, and what did they have to say to you?
Yeah, I think the big message was everybody just giving the best opportunity and living with no regrets. I mean, that was the message the whole weekend. You got a lot of guys come in as tryout bases, and a lot of guys are undrafted. They had 5 draft picks there, so the big message just everybody giving the best and leaving with no regrets. And I sat down at the table with Nathan Vasher, who played, I want to say, up until 2010, who's from Texas. He just let me know how he's doing now. He's actually the DB coach down in Texas now. He's doing really well for himself. And like I just said, basically, he just preached, just give your best. I mean, you only get one shot. Everybody's not guaranteed to make the NFL, as you know. And just give your best, live with no regrets.
Absolutely, and you know, just thinking about the tradition of the Chicago Bears, Quentin, you mentioned Nathan Vasher. Again, I know guys like Charles Tillman, Alex Brown were around there, and you know, those are guys that have been a part of a pretty elite defense during their time with the Bears. And obviously, you think of the Bears, you think of the '85 Bears, you think of defense. That's probably the first thing you think of when talking about the Chicago Bears. And then number two, you think of linebackers. Did this opportunity for you make it? Did that, knowing the tradition of the linebacker position, especially with this organization, did that make this opportunity even sweeter or more special, specifically since you do play the linebacker position?
I believe it did bring a little joy in seeing if you go to the Bears and seeing the Bears defense, what they're known for, and going in the inside linebacker room and seeing Mike Singletary and Dick Butkus and Brian Urlacher on the wall, and you're just like, wow, I'm here with where these guys are playing at. You know what I mean? It's a heck of an opportunity to be here, and it was definitely a great opportunity and great sight to see walking in the inside linebacker room and seeing those top names.
And certainly have two pretty good ones there right now in Danny Trevathan and Roquan Smith. Not saying they're the next Mike Singletary, Urlacher, Butkus, but again, two pretty good ones right there as well. Again, we're chatting with former Western Illinois linebacker, now NFL free agent Quentin Moon here on air with Chris Shanafelt. And again, Moon is fresh off of a tryout with the Chicago Bears from this past weekend. Quentin, you guys hit the field Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Can you kind of take us through what those practices consisted of? What was it like going up against fellow NFL caliber talent day in and day out, and how do you feel you performed overall?
So Friday was we did a little bit of special teams emphasis. We started out with punt Friday, did punt return on Sunday, and kickoff return on Saturday. And we did walkthroughs before every practice so everybody could get used to the schemes and the playbook that we installed a little bit. And Friday, I performed pretty well. I think that was probably one of my better days. I had an interception in one of our team periods, and I feel like that was a good day for me. We did, I'm trying to think, Saturday, about the same thing. Practices were about 2.5 hours, and everybody, it was just fun to get back in the groove of things and actually play football and get past all the combine stuff and compete with some of these top names from, you got the top running back, David Montgomery's coming in. He's going to be a heck of a player for him, and it was just fun going against him and seeing how he performed.
Quentin, I'm a big fan of FCS football, and there's no doubt that the Missouri Valley is the toughest conference in the FCS. Again, I don't think there's any doubt of that. I personally think it's the most competitive conference in all of college football. Seeing the talent that you were lining up with and against just this past weekend in that Bears rookie minicamp, is it really that? Again, I know you're playing with the best of the best, but when talking about guys from Iowa State or, University of Florida, is it really that big of a drop-off? Were you able to get a feeling, from the talent level that those guys played with and against to the talent level that you played up against in the FCS?
No, I don't really see the big difference in coming from FCS and playing guys from FBS schools. I believe that the biggest difference that I find when you're in college and you're playing against those bigger schools, just the depth that they have. It's not that the talent's any different or anything. It's just the bigger schools have a little bit more depth than the small schools, the FCS schools. And it's about the FCS schools are about last. You gotta last a little bit longer if you're gonna keep up with them. So it's just I don't think that there's a drop off in any talent. Even when you get the opportunity to play in the NFL, and you're gonna see that the game's just faster. You're gonna play faster. So I don't believe there's a drop off. It's just the fact that you gotta have some depth when you play them.
Again, we're chatting with Quentin Moon, linebacker of Western Illinois, taking part in the Chicago Bears rookie minicamp from this past weekend. And Quentin, the Bears took a hit at defense coordinator, losing Vic Fangio as he now took the head coaching gig with the Denver Broncos. But they were able to grab a really good replacement in Chuck Pagano, former Colts head coach. We know what he's done in the past with the Baltimore Ravens when he was their defensive coordinator back a few years back. Were you able to spend any time with Chuck Pagano or linebackers coach Mark DeLeon? Were you able to get much time in with those guys? And what was it like just getting that NFL coaching under your belt?
Yeah, of course, I also coached Mark a lot more than Coach Pagano just because he was the inside linebacker coach. We did a lot more position meetings. But yeah, it was cool. I got to talk to Coach Pagano the first day I got there. I'm from Indianapolis, so being a former Indianapolis Colts head coach, it was kind of cool to see him in person and kind of meet him again and to see his face. And he kind of he told me where he lived at, and I lived probably 10 minutes from where he used to live at when he was the head coach here in Indy. So that was kind of cool to hear and see. And it was just cool, I mean, to get to see his concept and his mind, and seeing one of the top names in the NFL, top coaches in the NFL, and seeing how he thinks and what goes in his thoughts process and his playbook.
You know, I'm not sure if you've had that moment yet or not, Quentin, but meeting Chuck Pagano, was that almost like one of the, welcome to the NFL moments for you, or is that moment yet to come yet?
It was cool to see him, but I haven't got to that big time moment yet. I think once I see some of the big time players in the game, that's when I hit that moment where I'm in the NFL.
No doubt. Obviously, one of the main attractions this past weekend, Quentin, was the kicker situation. It's something that the city of Chicago has been keeping a keen eye on here, rightfully so. There's reports that Bears rookie camp ended with a kicker competition. It was Redford Jones versus Casey Bednarski, and from what I understand, they both knocked in kicks from 32 and 43 yards out, but Jones missed a 48-yarder while Bednarski was able to make it through the uprights and celebrated by doing a backflip. Each were assigned to a team. Nagy made whoever's team was on the losing end do 25 up downs. My question to you, Quentin, is whose side were you on, and what was it like watching that kicker competition, which consisted of 8 total kickers throughout the weekend?
It was fun to actually see the competition. It was cool to see the coaches actually bring some competition and some fun to it to finish out camp, and I was actually happy to be on the winning side. And
there you go.
see my kicker hit him, so I have to do the 25 up downs, but yeah, like you said, Chicago's put a lot of emphasis on the kicker position specifically, and I think that they'll find the right one.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good to hear you're on the winning side of that. I gotta think for the kicker, because I don't think Redford Jones did the up downs. So I mean that's got to be pretty. That's got to make him feel pretty sick just watching the team do those, basically off his foot. But a couple more questions for you, then we'll let you go, Quentin. Really do appreciate your time. So Bears rookie minicamp is in the books. I remember texting back and forth with you just the other day. You said you have no regrets. You're very happy with what you put on the field those 3 games or 3 days of practice. What exactly is next for you? Are you just kind of keeping your phone by your side, working for that next opportunity? Do you have anything else lined up? I know there's another dozen or more NFL rookie camps going on this weekend. Any chance you're able to get into one of those? What exactly is next for you?
So yeah, I got back to Indy on Sunday and took a little day off to let my body get back adjusted and get some rest. But I'm back working out, and I'm heading out on Thursday to Washington Redskins. I'm gonna go to the rookie minicamp Thursday and go through basically the same schedule Friday through Sunday again with the Washington Redskins.
Do you feel more prepared going into this camp, knowing maybe not exactly what to expect, but knowing that you already have one rookie minicamp under your belt? Do you feel maybe you're more prepared for this next opportunity with the Redskins?
Oh yeah, definitely. Just it's gonna feel good. I'll feel a lot better just getting back in the groove of playing football. You know what I mean? I've been running 40s and short shoulders for the past 3 months, so I think that these past 3 days have definitely got me back in the groove of it, and I'll be ready to rock and roll. And mentally, I'm back in a football type mindset and the playbook and understanding schemes and coverages and stuff like that. So I'll definitely feel like I'm a step forward this upcoming week.
And I would be remiss if I didn't mention Colin Saunders, Quentin, your former teammate there in Western Illinois. He goes round 3 in the NFL draft to the Kansas City Chiefs. Can you just talk about what it was like playing with him over the years and just to see this opportunity kind of unfold? I mean, I've been on record many times. I don't think there's anybody that helped their draft stock any more than what Colin Saunders did, not only this past season, his senior year at Western Illinois, but the pre-draft process as well. Obviously blowing up by the backflip video that Schefter tweeted out, and then really making a name for himself at the Senior Bowl, the NFL draft, and just the person he is off the field as well, the way he conducts himself. What was it like playing with Colin Saunders over the years, and to see his name go across the screen and round 3, going to a team such as the Kansas City Chiefs, one of the best teams in the league. I gotta think that was a really proud moment for you as a teammate.
Yeah, I was so proud of him. I mean, he definitely deserves it. It's just cool because, I mean, like, everybody gets to see his talents now. We come from a small town in Macomb, so everybody didn't get to see what he was all capable of. But I'm so proud of him. I'm happy that everything worked out for him the way it did, and he's just in a great position now in Kansas City. I'm glad he's got everybody's eyes on him now. He's definitely going to make something happen this upcoming year.
No doubt about it. And, Quentin, it's been a lot of fun chatting with you. And, again, just kind of watching your career play out as well at Western Illinois, capping off with a big senior season yourself. Congratulations on all the success. Congrats on what sounds like a pretty successful, a great weekend at Hallis Hall. And really wishing you all the best this upcoming weekend with the Washington Redskins. And definitely going to be keeping an eye out on that situation there. Quentin, really appreciate you taking some time this evening, man. Best of luck to you.
I really appreciate it.